Men over 50 are scientifically worse at picking up on social cues than
I don't agree with that. That's not true.
I mean, there's a lot of research on that. And so if you're trying to judge...
That is the heart of it, isn't it?
You can't... I mean... Fair enough. If you're going up to everyone that you meet and going, hello, old bean, excuse me, do you mind if I give you a hug? That's one thing. But you don't, do you?
Kind of hello, good morning, hi, huddle, cuddle with a colleague could be considered creepy, according to broadcaster Adrian Chiles. He's given up hugging, he says, for good, encouraging all men over 50, like me, to follow suit.
Let's have a look at a few examples of when a hug hasn't always gone to plan.
It's from an album called Marie. Called Marie. And it's shooting linger. Why'd you run that clip so long? So, should men over 50 stop hugging altogether? Brand culture expert Nick E believes that hugs build connections, while public law barrister and columnist Sam Fowles says, no, they make people feel uncomfortable. It's invading their personal space. Nick, make the case for hugs.
Well, I'm 51 this weekend, and I want to hug every single person, apart from George Garraway, of course. But, you know, the thing is, I think hugging is so important. As we get older, it's even more important. It's about connection. You know, oxytocin is produced, so is serotonin. It's very good for you. And also, I think people do feel more isolated as they get older. So actually giving them a hug is a really nice reassurance and a good thing. And saying that people over 50 should not give a hug is absolutely ridiculous.
Do you think he's got a point when he says it could be seen as creepy?
Not at all. It's not creepy at all. You've just given a hug to Richard. That wasn't creepy at all. You've got to consent it, of course, and you can ask people, can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
But, you know...
Sam, if Nick came towards you, arms outstretched, what would you do?
Well, Nick looks like a very
Sam.
cuddly person. But, you know, if I don't know someone, it is a bit creepy if you're hugging someone you don't know, particularly if, you know, you're an older man and it's a younger woman, a colleague or something like that.
Is it only with people you don't know? Because I actually...
That's a really good point.
I'm not particularly bothered about people coming towards me for hugs, even when they do know me.
Well, you know what? I did a bit of research for this on Instagram, where all the best research is done.
Yeah,
I got loads of messages from women my age talking about men my age.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Right.
And saying, look, it really... There's always one friend, right, in the friend group that always creeps everyone else out because he insists on hugging people.
You see, Nick,
you don't want to be that guy.
I think that's a shame when it's friends.
It's a shame.
I'm talking about people who are colleagues or people you don't know. That's where I have an issue having hugs, because I just don't...
But also, I
don't want to share intimate personal space like that.
But you precursor that. You've said to people, I don't actually do hugs in those situations. And that's fine to do, though. That's about consent, and that's saying, listen, these are my boundaries. But, you know, for someone like Adrian Chiles to say that people over 50 shouldn't be giving hugs, it's absolutely ridiculous.
It's about assuming consent. This is the thing.
That's interesting.
You know, men over 50 are scientifically worse at picking up on social cues than
I don't agree with that. That's not true.
I mean, there's a lot of research on that. And so if you're trying to judge...
That is the heart of it, isn't it?
You can't... I mean... Fair enough. If you're going up to everyone that you meet and going, hello, old bean, excuse me, do you mind if I give you a hug? That's one thing. But you don't, do you? You go in, you lunge, you put yourself in their personal space, and that might creep people out.
If we were living in Spain, we were living in Europe, everybody hugs left, right and centre. When you see football matches, people are hugging. They don't ask for consent, they just do it because they're all part of a group of people together.
We've just seen a guy prosecuted for hugging and kissing someone who didn't ask for it, you know?
Yeah, obviously there's that point too, but I think the consent side is really important. But, you know, my father was 75 when he first actually gave me and my brother a hug. And that is an old man who actually used to say to me, I regret not giving you a hug. And it's so important.
Family, isn't it?
Okay.
And again, there's a difference between the relationships.
Yeah.
If family members, that can be really important.
I would hug my parents all day long.
But again, it's not about family, is it? It's about people that you don't necessarily have that connection with.
Let's have a look.
Hugging discussion time is over.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have to break you up, and we ask the audience, should men over 50 stop hugging altogether? 84% said no.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of support.
Let's have a hug after this, yeah?
It's never going to happen. You're more likely to hug Susanna. I'll tell you that. All right.